Did the music start? Did the music start? Did the music start?
Yeah.
No. Hello, this is Idle Musings of the Nerd Mind, and I am Richard, and this
Yes,
is my
Princess,
lovely co-host.
Princess Delicious.
That's right, Miss Princess Delicious. What is going on, sister lady?
Happy
What
New
is
Year.
Happy New
Woo,
Year? We are back. It's
2024.
the third season. Can you believe it? First episode of the new year.
Congratulations. It's
I
crazy.
know. It is
Wow.
crazy. I love that we're doing this though, and I adore that you are a part of it. So
Well, thank you.
there.
Thank you so
That was my happy dance, not like,
much.
ooh, he's crazy. It's like, oh shit, Richard lost it over the New Year's.
No.
Oh my god. Okay, so we need to talk about you and your trip overseas. Please,
We'll talk about all the
please.
things. But yeah, so yes, so my holidays were good. I did spend the first week of the end of 2023, beginning of 2024. I was in London with my friend Carrie,
Fantastic.
who walked me all over the place. We did all of the things. And it was a great time. And I got to actually see my former neighbor who used to live here in Austin, but she's from England and she moved back
Oh,
like 6 years ago. So it was the first
oh.
time seeing her since she left, and her sister as well. And that was, oh my gosh, that was such a blast. It was such a good
I'm
time.
sure y'all had so
Went to
much
their
fun.
quaint English town, like outside of London, and just spent the day there. It was wonderful. So
Oh
good.
my
So
goodness.
good.
Please tell
Yeah.
me you like the food. Some people
The
love
food was
it.
good. Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, it's international, right? It's not like, I mean, the food that we're eating is from everywhere. So, I mean, the only thing I could say maybe is like British is was like fish and chips, but like everything else is from everywhere else because all of the world
Yeah.
is, you know, is in
Uh,
London. And to me, it was kind of it's similar to New York because it's like that size of city where it's like the whole world goes there. The
right.
whole lives there or had
Mhm.
relocated there. I mean, so you have very international.
Right.
So yeah, lots of food, so much food. I mean, I needed three stomachs. There just I couldn't even you can't even take it all in. You have to like divide and conquer because it's just
Right.
so much goodness. But yeah, it was good. It was really good.
Well, it kind of sounds like Amsterdam because
Mm-hmm.
they are very much, everyone goes there too. So we're
Mm-hmm.
like, one night when I went there, they were like, I want Italian food. Do you want a burger? And by the way,
Yeah.
a burger there,
Oh.
let me tell you a story about it real
Uh oh.
quick.
Here we go. It's the
The
burger
beginning of it is this: it's
story.
meatloaf with cheese. I'm done. It's meatloaf with cheese.
Listen, you that's your own fault for ordering a burger in Amsterdam. Okay? That's all I gotta say. All right. Listen, you're gonna
It's
get what
like,
you get.
that's your road.
That's your
That's the
fault.
road
You should
you
have said
travel.
burger in Amsterdam. What's wrong with you?
I just love it, and I'm like this. No, there should be brown gravy on this. Mm-mm. Or a ketchup sauce, something. Because this is not a burger. You do not put like freaking breadcrumbs in a burger.
I mean,
It was not. It
okay. Well, no.
it wasn't good. It wasn't
Okay.
good.
Okay. Well,
So
listen, they had like obviously like KFC, which is hilarious, and Popeyes and
what?
McDonald's. But I wasn't trying to. You don't do that when you try. You just
Just
don't do. Just say no. Just walk by
you
it.
do
Like,
it once. You do it once to see the menu.
okay. Oh
Get
well, I wasn't even interested. I was like, nah.
you're
And obviously,
like,
you know what? It's gonna be different. It's
you're
gonna be
like, I
different.
don't
And
want
obviously, that their standards for food are higher, so it's probably gonna be better.
it. I mean, in France, ugh, good lord, their standards are ridiculous, and I'm saying
Yes.
ridiculous in a good
Good.
way.
Yes. Yes.
Because they don't play around. They're just
No.
like, no, they do not. But
That's right.
if you order a steak,
Mhm.
if you order a steak there, I'm just going to give you a little advice.
Uh,
Don't say you want it medium rare because they forget the medium part and it's
oh,
nothing but
it's
rare. Like, seriously.
tartar, like basically.
Yeah, so I had to learn. It's like I would like it well done,
Oh
and
yes.
then they're like, I refuse, and so they gave me medium rare.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and I'm like this. I guess I want it well
That's,
done.
that's what I wanted. So thank you.
Thank you so much. And they get all upset. They're like, no, no, I will not. I'm like, girl, you are a roadside cook. Okay?
Ooh.
In my head. I didn't say it out
Okay,
loud.
okay, good. You are overseas and we let you come back home. You're like,
No, they're like, you gotta stay here. How dare you talk to me like that? Anyway, sorry. Keep
yeah,
going. What else?
no, that was, I mean, that was, we did all the things. I mean, a lot of walking. She tallied up our steps from, we're basically there for 8 days and you had 2-day travel days on either end. So 10 days total.
Yeah.
But I think she said it was like 57 miles that we walked,
Oh wow. That's not bad.
all together. That's a lot. Stop it. That's a
Yeah.
lot.
Well, I mean, I mean, in New York, in Chicago, I'm sure I've worked like
I
about
mean, I
57
know,
miles.
I know walking in New York, but you also are like usually going. Well, I guess I haven't been a tourist in New York. It's a little different. So yeah, I mean, you walk everywhere for sure, but I mean, this was definitely like, and we were in the tube a lot for sure.
Yeah.
All over the place. Elizabeth Line, rocks. Yeah.
I'm excited for you. Have you ever been
I got this.
overseas?
Lovely.
I love it.
For
I am
7
so
pounds
excited.
and 99 pence, I had to have it.
I'm so okay. Oh, I got to ask you a question. If you've been keeping up with it, is it true his companion? Is she
Only going to be
leaving?
for like one season, I think. Yeah.
Why? What happened?
I don't know. It feels
That's
like
not
it.
good.
I know, it's weird. I saw that too. I was
Well,
like, wait, what's happening?
well,
I don't know.
yeah. When they did Doctor Who, when they started it before David Tennant, he only lasted one season.
Well, him as the Doctor, yeah. But I mean, the companion's usually at least 2 seasons.
I know they usually do. I haven't seen so. The Doctor who transformed into David Tennant. That's when it kind of became new and fresh again, and it was on the Sci-Fi Channel. And I'm like, okay, I'll watch it from this on. But yeah, the old stuff. Yeah, I'll go back and reference it. So if they say something, I'll go back and reference it. But I can't.
Yeah.
Like, and one of my friends is like, "Oh, I should start at the very beginning." I'm like, "Oh, Lord, that's a lot of TV." And you go, if I say yes, you will hate me. You will hate me because there is. Woo, yeah, and the special effects. Oh, I'm like, nah.
I mean, we all have had to hold on in the early days, be like,
right.
It's a little rough, we're spoiled now, and we're
exactly. So I'm like this. Just use it as a reference and go back, and watch that episode.
Where is it? Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I have this.
Oh.
So it's a character encyclopedia.
Oh my God. Where did you get? Did you get that there?
No, this was given to me as a gift.
My friends. Oh my God. Yes, they do. Yes,
So it's
they
like
do.
those people that you don't know, you go, oh, let me go see. Oh, that was episode. You get the whole
Yes,
like synopsis. You're like, I'm caught up.
right, right. I'm
Like,
doing it the hard way. Look at you. You're just like,
yeah, just let
oh,
me know.
this.
You're like, one moment, please.
Hold on. See, now you're sounding like me with my like X-Men encyclopedia and my Marvel encyclopedia. It's like, who is that character?
Ooh, I
Excuse
need
me?
a Marvel encyclopedia. I'm gonna put that on
Yeah,
my list.
get the brand new one.
Yeah,
It's
that's a good
really good.
idea.
And the DC one, because I used to use that all the time when I watched Arrow and The
Mhm.
Flash, and they would say like people, and
Right. You're like, who is this?
I'm like, I've been reading comic books for a while, and I've never heard of this person. But you know what? It's kind of fun. I don't know if you have fun with it or not, but it was a blast to me because I'm
Hmm.
watching it, and especially if you're
Hmm.
watching it with friends, they're like, "Who that?" And I'm like, "Hold, please."
Right. Well, especially now with the newer, episodes of Doctor Who, they're bringing back people that were on the older, you know, you
Right?
know, years later, and so you're like, oh, who was that? Like a former companion and all these things, and
Yeah,
you can get all the background on that. So it's kind of fun.
yeah.
I
You
feel like it.
you know what I kind of miss the what was it? Mary Jane, or I'm saying it wrong. She was
Yes,
the Doctor's companion,
yes.
but
Look at that.
her
I'm about to look at.
Sarah
Hmm.
Sarah
Sarah Jane.
Sarah Jane. There you go.
Hold on, hold on. I'm in the book now. We've totally derailed from our.
I know. We'll stop. We'll stop. I know. I know. We'll stop. We'll stop.
There she is. All right, wait. You can see it.
Oh, Sarah
Sarah
Jane.
Jane. Yes.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah. She
God.
passed, didn't she? She passed.
Yeah, the actress passed away, but I tell you what. So her show. Have you ever seen her show?
I haven't seen her show, but I've seen
It's
advertisements for it. Hmm.
it's cute, and
Yeah.
it is a crossover. And the Doctor, like David Tennant, has gone over, and the other Doctor, she's like, "Oh, you changed
Oh,
again."
oh, that's great. That's
So
so
it's
fun.
cute, but it's more of a kids kind of
Yeah.
show. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not like,
I
yeah,
love that too.
it's just super cute, and I loved
Hmm.
it. And they had like the big crossover with Torchwood and Sarah Jane. And have
What?
you not seen that? That's with David
Not.
Tennant. And
Oh
Rose
wow.
came back. Oh my God.
Rose.
It was everybody. It was
Mm,
awesome.
so
That was
fun.
pretty awesome.
Oh,
So anyway, I'll
okay.
give you that episode. We'll stop.
Yes,
So
we got
I'll give it
back
all
on
to you.
station.
I'll give it to
Back
you
on
later.
station.
Let's see. Um, I guess I'll just
What's
do it real
yeah?
quickly.
What's going on?
College is starting again.
Mm.
This semester I am taking. It's called Hold Please.
Like, what am I taking? Have you
It's a
gone to class
science.
already?
It's a science. Oh my God. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh
Oh,
wow, that
okay. It's physical geography, weather, climates, and
what the hell?
ecosystem with a lab.
You were required to have a science, and that's what you
You
picked for
know
that.
what? This is the crazy thing. You know, I
Okay,
took my
I'm like,
I took
what?
my science, I took my
Okay.
math, and I took
Hmm.
my history.
Hmm.
Now the requirement is you have to take two history,
Oh
two math, and two sciences.
wow. Oh,
So I
got
only
it.
have to take one of each, but
Okay. Yes.
you know, I was like, what did you
Yeah.
say? Everything transferred in, right? Do I need to
Right.
talk to
Right.
someone? And they were like this, yeah, but you gotta take two. I'm like, who said that?
And how is this relevant to what I'm my degree? That's what I want to know.
Exactly. Oh my God. See, you
Okay.
get me
So
so much.
again, science. side story. All right.
I'm like, why are we doing this? I'm like, you're wasting my time. I'm trying to go to Metropolitan State University of Denver to transfer. I'm on a transfer degree. Why am I
Mm-hmm.
taking this? That's
Mm-hmm.
more money.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
I'm
hopefully
not
you get
going.
something out of it, regardless, right? Even though it's, I don't know, it's
I learned
interesting. It
how
should
to.
be interesting. Hopefully, I don't know.
It is. There's only
Maybe
four people in
predicting
my
the weather,
class. There's
huh?
only four people in my class. It's
Oh
crazy.
wow.
I know, but we're all getting attention. So if I'm
Okay.
like, I
Yeah.
don't get
You can
it,
hide. No hiding.
I don't get it. I don't get it. But I learned how to read a map today.
Oh my gosh, Richard.
I know how to read a map, but
Okay,
come
thank
on.
you.
I'm playing like, Star Wars and all this stuff where you have to like read maps and know how to do
Yeah, of
it.
course.
And
You honed your skills.
anyway, but
That's right.
it was really funny how he was like being very nice. And he goes, "You do this, like this."
Listen,
Uh,
it sounds like a course that you're gonna just, just show up.
no, that's all I'm
Okay.
Look, and pass. And pass. And
Okay,
pass
thank
the
you. Thank you.
quizzes.
That's what I'm
One
talking about.
paper. One paper. That's
Yeah,
it. It's an
perfect.
introductory course. So
Okay,
they can't
gotcha.
go like crazy. They think everyone is like, oh, this is your first time hearing it. Some of it is, but some of it I'm like, I already know it. I already know it. The internship has been fun.
Good. You're at the same
Um,
place?
say it again.
You're at the same place, or you do have a different
Yeah,
one?
it's at the same place.
Good.
We're trying to figure out things there. But anyway, it's looking like it's going in that direction,
Okay.
which would be great because then I can help a lot of people. There are so many people who are either getting kicked out of their apartment or don't have a home at all and they're
Mm-hmm.
homeless
Mm-hmm.
and they don't have any food, they don't have any medical. So I
Mm-hmm.
kind of have to sit down there with them and go, okay, what you got, what you don't got.
Yeah.
Let's get you some stuff. Let's supplement
Right.
what you can. And then on
Mm-hmm.
top of it, the place where I'm working at, they have a food bank.
Yeah.
And so if they are hungry right then, right there, we're like,
Mm-hmm.
yes, let's go ahead and
Right.
do this. And I love it. It's not just they have like toiletries and like like
Oh yeah.
toothpaste
Good. The
and
basics covered.
yeah,
Right. Mm-hmm.
and people and mothers with kids. We've got like diapers and baby wipes and all of
Mm-hmm.
that. So I'm, it, I love it. It's
Good.
I'm helping people, and Valerie, my supervisor, she's like, you make people laugh. I'm like, no,
I'm
no.
shocked.
Right? I'm like, I don't like people. Why am I here? She just looks
Oh my
at me.
gosh.
She looks at me and rolls her eyes. She's like, "I'll see you tomorrow."
Yeah, right. Stop. Just stop, sir.
Um, so I'm kind of doing that, and yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. Trying to
Holidays
get.
pretty quiet.
Yeah, they were pretty quiet. Absolutely. I mean, Tom and I hung out. I cooked. It was
Mm-hmm.
fun.
Good.
Um, way too many phone calls from
Well,
people. That's
I
fine.
mean,
I love
yeah,
it. No,
they have to touch
I
base.
no, I love it, and
Yeah.
I was surprised this year. Like a lot of my friends from Austin are like, "You didn't give me your new address. It came back to me. Your card came back."
Oh.
I was like, I thought I gave it to you.
Yep.
It's
Mm-mm.
kind of been busy.
It is.
um,
Anyway,
so we
y'all call him
corrected
out.
that. We
Okay,
corrected it.
good. Well done.
So I might be having an Austin friend come up here. He is a chef, but now he's a realtor in Austin, and I really hope it
Yeah.
happens. We've
When
worked
it's not
together.
snowing, preferably, unless he likes snow.
Oh, he does. He's. I
Oh,
think he's
okay.
going
That's
snow
nice.
skiing. Yeah,
No, no,
he's just coming here for a little bit, and then he goes snow skiing with
no,
his
no, no, no.
girlfriend.
Oh,
So
It's so funny. People from the South, when they say snow ski, because I'm from the East Coast, and it's
Oh,
just
skiing. Yeah.
because we don't water ski like in the same, and it's not. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway. Yes.
R- So that. So that.
Lovely.
Okay. Let's talk about Percy Jackson because I haven't seen it, and then we'll talk about the stuff that we've seen together.
Okay. Oh, and there's one other thing I want to ask you if you saw. I forgot.
Yes,
I remembered right before we got on our call. So yeah, Percy Jackson. It's a total remake of.
I saw the movies.
Yeah, I saw the movies as well. So I was interested to see how they, redid this because it's been several years, obviously. Like the previous actor is like a grown man, but they did even it's like a younger, Percy. I guess to give them more like leeway, like we can carry on a couple more years. I really like it. Kicked off really well, like really strong, like the first episode, and then now I kind of feel like. It's one of when we watch when they break it up and you kind of feel like if I saw this all together, I think it would flow better because they broke it up into chunks, and now you're kind of feeling like, was that an episode? I mean, it's cool. I love the dynamics. The kids are great. They're great actors. But yeah, I'm just feeling like where are we going? It's kind of lost.
Have you read the books? Have you read any of the? Okay, you haven't. So far, you've seen the movies. I've seen the movies. I haven't seen the TV series. Which one? And you don't have to pick if you don't want to. Which one do you like better so far?
I think I like the look and feel of the new one better, I guess, because I was used to the movies too, where you have the whole story in one, right? Or not like playing this because they want to spread it out over several episodes. That you're just kind of like, all right, we just moved one step, and now we had this whole episode of like, okay, yeah. So we'll see. It's enjoyable to watch, but I definitely like the first, the kickoff better than the chapters that have happened so far afterwards. We'll see. I think I have to also. I'm thinking I'm just gonna like watch it through. Then when it's all out, watch the whole thing at once, and then
that's what I do. I mean, I watch it from week to week. If they decide to do that format, which they didn't with Echo. Just saying.
Right, which was also interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. That was. I don't know. I think it depends on the TV series.
Yeah.
Some of it lends better to give it all to me right now, and some of it is like week to week. It's like, okay, I want to get you excited week to week. It's like, let's talk about
they've also done it where it's like they're like at a specific time. They're not playing now. They're like, oh no, you gotta wait all day to see this.
I know.
I was like, well, dang.
I know. No. It's midnight. Oh, you ain't showing it?
Oh, wow.
Have you done it? Have you woke up at midnight and you're like this?
No, that's okay, sir. He'll be like, oh, it drops at what time? I will be awake. I will be the first viewer. Yeah. I'm like, no. Like sometimes I go, I'm like, I'll catch it like the next day. But it's just so interesting now. I guess it's probably so they can capture more like audience demographics and numbers. They're like specific time. I'm like, oh, okay then. Yeah. On a Tuesday,
Okay. All right.
Whatever.
Well, how many episodes? Yeah. How many episodes so far?
That is a good question. I don't even remember.
Percy Jackson?
Yeah. It's been a few, at least 4. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
And it comes out week to week, right? When did it start? Did it start in December or November? Or?
Again, hard question. No, just saying.
It's all really together. It's all really together.
I feel like also because they added, I think it was like, there was a longer episode. Listen, I don't know. Viewers,
They're
Fill us in on
different.
the details because I don't remember all this right now off the top of my head.
Yeah. No, you're good. No worries. Just
Yeah, it's
yeah.
been going on for a couple weeks, and we're kind of like in the middle of the quest, maybe ish. But yeah, that's where we are. That's where we are.
All right.
Yeah.
But you like it, like from 1 to 10. What would you give it?
From 1 to 10?
So far.
Maybe a 7.
Okay. All right.
So yeah.
I'm interested to
just
see
because
if
these
that.
these last few have been like, what was that? I don't even know. You know.
You didn't like those episodes.
No, they were. I just felt like they were.
It didn't make sense. Okay.
It makes sense. It just felt like we're like drawing out an episode, but it's just it didn't have enough meat to it. You know. I don't know if that makes sense, but anyway, we're just gonna see. We're staying on the journey.
Okay.
I'll say the core three actors are fantastic. So I'm really enjoying all of them and their interactions with each other. So.
Oh my goodness! Well, you know, sometimes I was like talking to a friend before we get off of this.
Mm-hmm.
They shoot the whole thing, and it's basically a movie, and then they chop it up in such a way because it's like this episode is 45 minutes, this one is 60 minutes, and I'm just like, why didn't you just show the whole thing? It's like it probably all of it should have dropped, but that's a bigger conversation, and we've already talked about that. But I don't know. Some shows lend themselves better to dropping all of it, and some shows it's like week to week to build the suspense and the water cooler talk. And it's like, well,
I guess it could have been fewer. Like you could break it up, would it make it less? I know they're all of the scheduling tactics and strategies and whatnot, but it felt like there was a lot of stuff we got in, and then now we're just like kind of dripping and dropping versus we could have done like a 1, a 2, a 3, you know?
Right. Or showed like, how many episodes is it going to have? You don't know? Okay. You know, sometimes they drop the first 3 or something like that.
Yeah. I think that's what they did maybe.
So,
but again, I was not intending to speak this much on this, so I don't have all of this in my
Sorry. No, you're good. I mean, it hasn't even finished yet.
I'll put some comments once I go back and research the
Nah, you good. It's like this. It's not even done yet.
It is not. It's not done yet.
And I'm interested to hear what you have to say when this is done.
Yeah,
I want to hear like your critique and everything about it, like after it's done. So, okay. Would you like to go to Echo or?
Yes, let's do.
Okay, but before we start, I'm excited about the news of Daredevil Born Again. I've been keeping up with it. So the biggest thing is that all of the Netflix Marvel shows, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, The Defenders, it's all canon. It's all canon. It all happened. And that makes, and I'm like, all I have to say is, where's the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Okay, we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it right there.
You know you're right. You know you're right. Oh my God.
They have it on there. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is on there. So that means...
It is. I love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So good.
Oh, God. I have every season on Blu-ray. And so I couldn't find them. I couldn't find them here in America.
Blu-ray.
But I know Blu-ray. Exactly. And Blu-ray International, because guess what? I couldn't find it here in America. So I went across the seas. Yep.
Scandal.
I sure did. I am a completist. I need it all. So anyway, fingers crossed, because I love Quake. She's my favorite. I love
Oh,
Quake or Daisy Johnson. So anyway,
okay.
I'm excited about that, and it's all canon, so I can't wait. And Punisher. Oh God, how can I forget Punisher? He's canon too.
I'll go down.
Showing up, all of them are showing
Mhm,
up in
mhm.
Daredevil Born Again. And last thing, and I'm going to shut up about it, I promise. Um, Karen and Foggy,
Yeah,
Nelson and Daredevil, they were supposed to have been killed off,
but
and that
I
did
saw.
not happen. Kevin Feige was like, no. I'm like,
Right,
thank
right. I saw that.
you.
Hmm.
Thank you, Daddy Feige. Thank you for not. Thank you so much for not letting that happen.
Right, right.
I'm just
Mhm.
saying because they were really some of my favorite characters. I mean, they got on my nerves at first, like Foggy got on my nerves, but the more they did, I'm like, oh,
Yeah. And
I
they grow
love
on you. That's
this.
how they get you. They have you that they're like so annoying, and then at the end you're like, I love them.
Yeah, and
Right.
it would have been bad if they would have got rid of them. But yeah, they're doing it in arcs with Jessica Jones, so there's going to be an arc, and
Mm.
then maybe Luke Cage and Jessica Jones.
Oh
I
my.
think they're going to do a new Iron Fist, and maybe it's going to
Really?
be the Daughters of the Dragon. So that would be Misty Knight
Hmm.
and Colleen Wing. They're the Daughters of the Dragon. So
Okay.
I'm like, please do it.
That's
Please
a
do
lot.
it.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go
Mm.
to segueing into Echo, which is a part of the whole, street level
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
thing. What did you think overall? And then we'll talk about like the good and the bad overall.
Overall, I enjoyed aspects of it. Like I
Mhm.
really, obviously, I not obviously, but I really enjoyed the focus or the meat of it being the Choctaw tribe
I know.
and
That, that was
highlighting that their culture and language. Um, you know, strong female leads, all of that. So it wasn't. I guess I was. There was. We'll talk about it, I guess, but it wasn't amazing, but it was good.
yeah.
That's my assessment.
And so what do you, besides the you know doing the very ethnic thing, and they did it right, and they
Hmm.
got people to consult
Hmm.
and how it should be,
Yeah,
how their
yeah.
culture is. Is
Hmm.
there anything else you think that they did right and it
Well,
hit?
I love the progression of like her ancestry, like the visuals. It was beautifully, that
Mhm.
whole whenever they were displaying or showing that aspect of like her ancestry and the strong women that came before her and how this, she developed or got this energy ability. That
Mhm.
was just beautiful to me. I really loved those vignettes. I liked the family dynamic, right? Because it's like it's real, where it's like we're broken.
Yeah.
People make choices that hurt other people, but can it be reconciled? Exploring that. Yeah, I think the family dynamics, the strong female lead, the visuals of that of the Choctaw, like of her history, and just also of the tribe in general, and actually using language as well was well done for sure.
Right.
Yeah,
All of
when the
that.
sign language. Oh my
Definitely.
gosh. Okay, the scene where he puts in the she puts in the contacts
Right.
so that he can talk and the sign. I was like, oh, that's dope.
You
That's really dope.
know, I know American Sign Language. That was my second language in college.
Oh, I didn't know this. Everyone,
Yeah, yeah,
everyone knows.
yeah. Because Austin has a huge deaf community, especially because of the School of the Deaf.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is kind of offshoot. Austin has a huge gay deaf community. And my friend Gene is watching. I love you.
Yeah.
He he is deaf. He knows how to read lips, and
Hmm.
um, but he taught me so much also. So it's like when you're out in the world and
Yeah.
you're signing, it's way
Hmm.
different than in a classroom.
Oh, for
But
sure. Because it's like
yeah,
slang and all that stuff that's not like,
yeah,
this is how we do it,
yeah,
like short ways to express something. Yeah.
right.
Very,
And
very cool.
but what I loved about sign language anyway is I'm gonna make it quick. Is they don't just teach you how to sign; they teach you about the community. They teach
Mm,
you about the people. They teach you about
mhm.
the history of like Gallaudet, who's a Frenchman who came over, and if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have American Sign Language.
Mm.
So, which is
Awesome. Right.
Gallaudet University, the Deaf University. It was named after him. So it's a beautiful, and you have to be very. It's your face and this. It's
Hmm. Yeah.
in unison because you have to do it. So people will be like,
Like,
I'm
what are
like,
you saying?
are you mad at me? Are you mad at me? You better show some face, okay?
Oh my god.
But anyway, keep going.
Yeah,
What
no,
else?
that tech was really cool. I think that was really, really awesome. Just yeah, a lot of the tech I think that they were showing was pretty cool. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
okay. That's cool. I like that. It's like a shortcut basically, but still awesome.
yeah. And to add on to that, I love what she said. She's like, you can't even bother
I
learning.
know. That's why I said
I mean,
shortcut. She's like, you didn't even try to learn like all those
you ain't even
years,
try to learn.
all those years.
Wow.
Yeah. Not even
Oh
a
my
little bit.
goodness. Right. But
Yeah.
her family did. Her family did.
Whole family did.
The
Everybody knew how to
whole
sign.
family.
And she wasn't
Exactly.
even
And I
there, and
love
her mom had been gone for a long time, but they still, kept it up. Even actually,
yeah.
her mom Chula says that she learned it or keeps it up for her granddaughter, even though she was estranged. But anyway, that's a whole.
Yeah.
We're all have
Yeah.
divided in our minds.
Well,
Anyway, so
I can tell you
yeah,
right
tell
now,
me
it
what
was
are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about it?
well, first of all, it was nice to see it.
Yeah.
And I absolutely loved it. I was signing I was signing when it was going on. I was like trying to sign back and stuff. That's
Oh,
bad.
okay.
But I don't have anyone to
Practice.
practice it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
here anyway. I thought it was wonderful. That made my heart so happy.
Mm,
And it's really putting, out there American Sign Language and how beautiful it is, and
yeah.
also how needed, it is, and that, you know, deaf people shouldn't have to read lips. It's like we should learn also.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
how we learn Spanish or French or whatever, we
Mhm.
should learn also. At least
Right.
try.
Mhm.
At least try. I love everything about the American Indian, and what they did. I love how they made fun of people
Oh,
who
yeah.
they just came there and they're like, I
When they
want
were coming
fish.
into the store, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I I could not quit laughing. He was just
we're
like,
all different tribes, people. Seriously. For real.
I love that. And a lot of people didn't like this, that her people came from. I, and I couldn't understand. Were they aliens or spirits? And it showed how they
Oh, that's a
came.
good question. Right.
Yeah, it showed how they came into the world,
Mhm.
and I love that. But
It was
I just
beautiful.
want to understand it. I want to understand it a little bit better.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, those are the things I liked, and I love seeing Kingpin in it. I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't care. I love him. He is so evil, but I'm like, get him. Get him, Kingpin.
Well, I know there are women. Obviously, though, but then he has no boundaries, right? It's just it's
No, he
unleashed.
doesn't.
There's no like middle ground. It's on or off. Like there's no
Yep.
restraint.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have any. But I love how he plays this duel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I am a man of the people because he's
Mm.
in the new Daredevil series. Mark my words, he's gonna try to be the mayor of New York.
I totally could see that. I could absolutely for sure.
Because they
For sure.
showed that at the end. They showed that at the end, like the whole mayor thing and this and the other, and you just kind of saw him like
Mm.
looking at it like that. I think they did it in the comic books. I'm not sure, but no, I absolutely like that made me happy. I'm like, all right, they're going in that direction. And in the comic books, Spider-Man and Daredevil are like his main enemies, and he hates
Huh.
them.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he hates Spider-Man and Daredevil. That's why
Yeah.
in the comic books you would always see Daredevil and Spider-Man working together, like on
Cool.
cases or whatever. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to see more of that. I
That would
want
be
to
fun.
see him in the movies. I want to see him and Spider-Man fight because oof, that would be really cool. But Daredevil a part of it too.
Yes. I would
Anyway,
agree.
well they've already met because in Spider-Man No Way Home, it. Have you seen it? You've
I
seen it,
have.
right?
Remind me, when
Yeah.
did they meet in Spider No Way Home?
Because, I mean, not in costume, but like
Oh.
he was his lawyer. That was Matt Murdock, Daredevil.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, how funny.
yeah.
Wow.
So they
Yeah.
met,
Hmm.
but they haven't like met in costumes. I'm like,
Right,
put your
right. Or
costume,
they don't even know
put
each
them
other's
on.
alter egos, I should say, right?
Well, they kind of do because he caught that brick. Matt
Yeah.
Murdock caught that break, and he's just like, "How did you do that?" He goes, "I'm a really good lawyer."
Yeah.
I
Amazing.
that made me so happy. I'm like, keep going with it. I can't wait to see that. But getting back to Echo, that's one of the things that absolutely made me happy.
Yeah.
American Sign Language, um, and a couple of other things. Biscuit,
Yeah. I mean, I like also that it was evolving or developing Maya's character, right? Or the baby
yeah,
character. Because we saw her in Hawkeye, right? Was
right,
that
Hawkeye.
that's where she came out, and she was more like this dark person, and you're just like, she's a total badass, but you're like, why? I don't really understand. They do allude to why she's like, kind of upset. But
Yeah.
this gives you more context. There's like the family dynamics, losing her mother, you know,
Mhm.
then losing the father, all of that. It plays a little bit bigger in this. It was great her to have a stand out her
Yeah.
own show, just fun.
I
Yeah.
loved it. Did you like the fact that they dropped all 5 episodes?
I still didn't watch them back to back to back. Like I did it one day at a time. I
Hmm.
still was like, okay, I'm going to have my little serving and then the next
Have your
serving.
your little moment. Your little
Yeah, because
moment.
it really felt like it needed to be that. Because I think you notice too, like each episode is the title of like the name of her ancestor, right? So
Right.
it's really its own piece of the pie. It's a separate piece. So yeah, I'm good at delaying gratification, so I did not watch all of it
Well,
at once.
you are better than me.
It's okay if you did, because they did drop it
Right.
all. It's
Right.
fine. It's fine.
Well, you're
No
better than
judgment.
me.
No
You're better than me. So I watched one day. I watched 3, and then I watched the last 2.
Yeah.
So I did. I think I did pretty good for me.
You did well for
For me,
you.
I
Yeah,
did
I'm gonna say. Oh my
but
gosh.
I like the show. Okay, so the part that you know isn't so great. What did you not like about it? Like the pacing,
Um,
or what
the
that they could
story.
have did better. That they could have
Okay.
did better.
So my main problem was, okay, she shot the man in the face. She blew up his business, killing a bunch of people, and then he's still like, "Hey, it's all good." I was like, I
No,
don't
it is.
know. That's a little. That's a little too much forgiving. You know what I mean? And he's not that kind of person, right? So I mean, I know they're trying to be like he's like she softened his heart so much. It didn't play well for me. That part I was just like, that part just didn't ring true. I was like, okay, I don't.
It's like that in the comic books. He, especially when he like beat up that guy in the alley, the ice cream guy or whoever.
That's always him for sure.
And he said, "Oh, you see me for who I am, and you accept me." And she like took his hand. So that I understood and I got it.
Oh yeah, that part. But I mean, she shot him in the face.
She did, and the same thing happened in the comic book. The same thing happened in the comic book.
Okay.
But he was blind for a little bit in the comic book.
Yeah.
And then he got his sight back. In this, I wish they would have explained it a little bit more.
Yeah.
What happened? Because I don't know, like Daredevil from the comic book versus like the Marvel Netflix TV series to this one now. I want them to explain why is he so much more powerful now. If you watch Kingpin, because if you watch Hawkeye, I mean, Kate's like shooting him with arrows, and he's like just pushing him off, you know.
Yeah.
Was it his suit? Because I know in Daredevil he had a suit that was bulletproof, or was it something else? Did he take the super soldier formula? You know, did he? What happened? They just kind of left it there, and I kind of know what happened because I've read some of the comic books, but people who don't read the comic books who just wanted to see Kingpin, who saw him in the Daredevil series, they're confused because I talked to a couple of people, and they're just like
on that side.
Yeah. Right. They're like, she shot him in the face. It's like, why he alive and why he just got a scar?
He just got a scar, and he's totally fine, and he's so gentle now.
Yeah.
I mean, gentle to her, right? I was just, I don't know.
To her, I got that, and I was okay with that because that's the way it was in the comic book. And it doesn't mean it needs to be like this in the TV series. They could have.
It just felt, I don't know. That was just a long. It just seemed a long way to not even be a little bit. Not until the end when she just decided she wasn't going to go with him. Was he like, now I'm pissed off, right? Because you're just like,
yeah. But it's different. Like, it's so weird because in the comic book, she ends up turning on him and helping Daredevil. Okay. So, but she didn't have those powers. Her powers were more like Taskmaster. Her powers were more like, she was a mimic. So whatever you did or she watched it, she could copy it exactly. And then like, or learn someone's fighting style or something like that.
She still has that, but they added this layer, which is really quite fun.
So how did you feel about that? Some people absolutely hated it, and some people were like, you know what? It was her echoing her ancestors throughout time to that point.
Right.
But should she have like
power? You mean
the mystical stuff like that? Because it wasn't like that in the comic book, and I'm not saying it needs to be like the comic book because not everything lends itself to TV and movies. That's in books and comic books.
Right.
I liked it, but I want it more. So I guess that's my complaint. I want it more.
They probably could have. So for this one, definitely could have had more than 5 episodes just to fill in some of the. This felt like there wasn't enough. There was something missing. And I can't quite figure out what it was, but maybe it's more on the Kingpin side because he's just kind of like, I mean, it really does focus on Maya's story and her family, and Kingpin is kind of there, and you're just like, dude, what's going on with you? Because this don't make sense. You know,
It,
a
it
lot of the
it seemed
things.
like it didn't fit, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly.
And the pacing was a little off too, kind of with that story.
I did love Cousin Biscuits.
Biscuit. He was my favorite.
He's
He
very
was my
fun.
favorite. He was a lot of fun, especially when he was driving
Oh
the
my
truck
god,
and
right?
his grandmother was there. He's like,
Is that
and then he was
oh,
like,
oh no, the car is all jacked up.
I love it. He's like, I'm gonna sell my PlayStation for $100. It's like
It's so funny. So
it's
precious.
we're so much more
I
monkey
mean, it's
now.
so he's precious. He is precious. Anyway,
Right.
looking at our time, listen,
Okay.
we gotta
So
wait.
last thing you
Last
want to talk about? You saw the trailer for Ripley, right?
thing. Yeah.
Does it interest you?
Um, maybe. I'm gonna say maybe. Just because like I said to you, I didn't see the original one, so I had to look up and be like, okay, what's the premise of this,
Yeah, it's a
story? Because
murder mystery. It's kind of,
now I see that. And then there's also he's a con
kind of
artist, right? So
his
it's like playing
yeah,
angles and whatnot. So
yeah. To
you're
see how
excited though, I know.
intelligent. I'm very excited. Plus, the actor
Hmm.
is one of my favorite actors, and the first time I ever saw him was in Sherlock. He played Moriarty, and with Benedict Cumberbatch. It was oh my god, he was so evil and crazy. Have you ever seen Sherlock or
I
no?
did not see that iteration of Sherlock, but I have seen. I mean, obviously, I love Sherlock Holmes.
Right,
So
right. But
um,
with
where to
Benedict,
see?
it was so good. It was
Yeah.
such a modern day version of
Mm,
it, and
interesting.
God, I love Moriarty. I love him. I
He's,
mean,
he's
I
so
love the
smart and twisted.
character. Yeah, I love the character, but him bringing that character to life in a modern day setting with Benedict
Mm,
Cumberbatch, I'm like,
well done.
bravo,
Well done.
well done.
Awesome.
It's
All
like,
right. Well, we're
yeah.
excited to see how that goes. That'll be fun.
Well, okay, I'm gonna challenge you
Yes.
just a little bit. I
Uh
want
oh.
you to see the original movie with Matt Damon, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Jude Law.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love the fact to see kind of the mystery and how they're figuring out things and how
Mm-hmm.
he's trying to get away with things. I
Right.
loved it. I fell in love with it, and I didn't read the book, and I loved it. I loved it,
Oh,
and I can't wait to see how Netflix does it. Can we just give Netflix a hand? I'm like, come on, they're
they're
doing,
bringing
they're
they're
doing
stepping
a
it up.
lot. They're
Yeah.
doing a lot, and they're bringing back my He-Man
Oh,
Revelation.
oh, oh! The power of
Yeah,
Grayskull. I have
I'm
the
like,
power.
let's do it. Like, give me my Tila. I want
Oh
Tila
my
to hit.
gosh.
Right, come on, Tila, hit everyone, beat them up. So, okay,
Oh my
God, we can,
gosh.
you and I can go on for hours.
Yes. Well,
Um,
people can be like, can y'all stop now?
so we gotta stop.
Yes.
So, everybody, if you didn't know, this is our first episode of the third season. We've been doing this for 3 years now. And if you could
Ooh.
please hit that like button, subscribe to us.
Yeah.
That way you know kind of what's coming out when episodes are coming out. You get to hear our opinion. Join in on the conversation. Let us know what you think. We promise we won't be mean and nasty like some, you know, other
No,
YouTubers
help us.
can
We're
be.
always like, help us,
Right.
please.
Right. It's like that is not us. We want to hear your opinion and just see what you think, about this because you never know. Your opinion could change my mind, could change someone else's mind. So put it out there. And I really look forward to this third season with Miss Princess. Delicious.
Delicious.
Right. It's like Miss Prince is delicious. And we're gonna have a good time this year. We're gonna make you laugh. 'Cause, I don't know. You're probably gonna be laughing because we laugh a lot. So there.
Yes.
Anyway,
Lots of good
we'll
stuff
see
coming in
y'all
2024.
soon.
Yes.
Yes,
All
2024. Bring
right.
it. So we will see you soon. We will talk to you, and thank you so much.
Thanks, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.